Hello everybody, this is Adrian for WapCar.my and I'm all about the details. Today I have quite a special car with me, one that takes me back to December of 2019 when I was in China to test drive the Geely Binyue before it even became the ever so popular Proton X50. Now today this model here is a little bit more special because everyone else is reviewing and test driving the range-topping flagship variant powered by the 1.5 TGDI one. But this one here is the lower range executive variant with the 1.5 MPI engine. And in today's video, I'm going to show you everything there is to know about the executive variant of the X50 and show you why this is my variant of choice for the X50. So the difference between the executive variant and the range-topping flagship are actually very minute on the exterior front. So first up, you get smaller 17-inch alloys, you don't get a swanky black roof, and that's about it. Everything else that are available on the X50 flagship is available in this executive variant. So for example, the full LED headlamps, the red trimming on the front grille, carbon fiber look inserts on the front lip, as well as fog lamps and front parking sensors. But the most notable difference is under the hood. It gets a 1.5-litre 3-cylinder turbocharged multi-point injection petrol engine, pushing out 150 horsepower and 226 Nm of torque. But it still gets paired to the same 7-speed wet dual-clutch transmission. You also get the same 3 driving modes in the executive variant of the X50. So the biggest factor why I'll pick the X50 executive variant is price, 84,800 ringgit. Compared to the premium variant, you'll get a savings of 8,400 ringgit. But even so, the features that are available on this executive variant, really, I think it's pretty complete. And I just feel that it's not worth it stepping up to the premium variants. Stepping inside to the cabin of the X50 Executive, and I think this is a fantastic place to be in. I genuinely think so. You don't feel that you've cheapened out, cut spec versus the premium and flagship variants because honestly speaking, the difference is not all that much and you can live without it. So the difference that I can point out versus the premium and flagship variants, you don't get a digital instrument cluster, you get a smaller 8-inch screen, you don't get a panoramic glass roof, automatic climate control and powered seats. But other than that, I think that this X50 Executive hits the sweet spot. Why? Because I much prefer the analog instrument cluster. It's so much clearer to look at, easier to navigate, and the multi-info display in the center just cycles through all the essential information that you have. And this smaller screen, this is not like a cut spec entry-level screen that has no functionalities because it's still linked to the vehicle settings, so you can still alter the vehicle settings via the infotainment system here. There's also online connectivity, which you can use the online maps. I think that's good enough. And over here, yeah, we can all live without automatic climate control. You still get the shift-by-wire gear selector, electric parking brake with auto hold, the drive mode selector, hill descent control, and yeah, pretty nice place to be in. But same complaints I have with all X50s, cabin storage is a little bit tight. 2 cup holders, the side door bins don't fit a large size water bottle, you get a place here to put your phone. The center armrest storage, pretty small, not very practical. My first experience with the 1.5 MPI 3-cylinder was a little year ago when I first drove our reader's Chi's car, and funnily enough, his car was also an executive variant. Yeah, but that was a very short, brief experiential moment, so I didn't really have time to dissect the driving experience. But now that I've spent a little bit more time in the executive variant, I must say, I much prefer this one compared to the TGDI variants. So for starters is the smaller wheels. Not just the engine yet, but the smaller wheels. Going over bumps and humps, you're just more cushioned. And it's just so comfortable. When you're driving in the city, all the pothole-laden roads, so comfortable, much more comfortable compared to the flagship variant. Now, back to the engine. 150 horsepower, 226 Newton meters of torque is more than enough for your everyday driving needs. And if you want to drive a little bit more spiritedly, this engine is pretty responsive. You get very strong pull from down low in city speeds, and even when you're pulling up to highway speeds, the engine will deliver. Just a much smoother, still strong driving experience. Yes, I'll admit that the TGDI is much quicker, you get a lot more grunt. But let's say you're driving sedately, normally like this, you know, you're not going on to Sepang. This 1.5 MPI is more than good enough for everyday duties. But in terms of handling, yep, the 17-inch equipped X50 is not as sharp to drive compared to the 18-inch equipped one. So you don't get you get lesser feel from the steering wheel because of the thicker tire profiles. And this one is running on more comfort-oriented GT tires compared to the Continental Ultra Contact 6 in the 18-inch equipped X50s. If you're looking for a more comfort-oriented city SUV, I feel that the 17-inch does it very well. So for almost 20,000 ringgit in difference between this and the range-topping flagship variant, if you're more of a casual user, meaning you don't need the full suite of ADAS, you don't need all the high-tech features, and you're more of a casual driver in the city, occasionally going outstation, I would strongly recommend you to take a look at this X50 Executive. One, you save a lot of your hard-earned money. Two, this whole car is just a little bit more simple, a little bit nicer to be in. And three, you get a more comfortable driving experience. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Which is your favorite X50? As always, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this. So for almost 20,000 ringgit difference, surely it's not like the TGDI, but it's overexposed. Yeah. And it's cheaper compared to the premium variant of 8 ringgit a month. And that is quite a significant. Why do you want to bother yourself with the flagship?